All right, we had another isolated storm event this afternoon across the area. Most folks staying dry, but we're still dealing with a little bit of light rainfall falling across Beaufort County, right along the I-95 corridor through South Carolina. The heavier activity that we dealt with earlier this afternoon has now moved on up into the Charleston area. Closer to home here in Savannah, we're looking at some light rainfall falling right along I-95, right along I-16, and this light rain should continue for the next hour or so before rain completely ends during the overnight hours. Speaking of tonight, temperatures should fall to 74 degrees with rain ending around 11 o'clock tonight. Now we'll let you know what your forecast is looking like for the weekend coming up in a few. Those isolated showers that we had earlier this afternoon are now beginning to move on out of the area. We could take a look at some locations around the area. Beaufort County now seeing a little bit of light rainfall. Now all that's moving off towards the north and towards the east. Further to the south of Savannah, we can see some more activity. You can see it was heavier earlier, now beginning to dissipate, and that trend is going to continue as we continue through the remainder of the evening. And some more light activity across Alma, just north of Blackshear. All that activity will begin to diminish as we go through the remainder of the evening. Some heavier activity well off towards the north. There's our isolated activity, more scattered activity across the Carolinas where we have a stalled out cold front. You can see here very active weather from Charlotte over to Raleigh and also out towards the Outer Banks of North Carolina. There's a look at our stalled cold front running from Tennessee over towards North Carolina, and the activity will stay along this cold front for the most part. We'll still have a few isolated showers developing with the afternoon heating, but by far the most active weather will stay well to our north. As we move into Sunday, again, isolated activity continues across the southern portions of the state of Georgia and also along the coastal areas of South Carolina, but by far the most active weather stays well to our north across the North Georgia area. Now let's take a look at forecast for tomorrow. 74 degrees with partly cloudy skies at 7 a.m. By 4 p.m., temperatures around 92 degrees. It's going to be humid tomorrow, so heat indices close to 100. And by 9 p.m., temperatures falling down to 82 degrees with fair and warm conditions. Tomorrow's highs across the area: 94 in Baxley, 92 in Darien, and then 94 degrees over towards Ludowici, and then closer to Savannah, Springfield 93, 94 over to Claxton, and 92 here in the city of Savannah. And the South Carolina counties generally into the lower to mid 90s and a few upper 80s along the coastal areas. Speaking of the coastal areas, your marine forecast: winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, seas 2 to 3 feet for Saturday. Then shifting out of the south as we move into the day on Sunday and Monday, still seas ranging 2 to 3 feet, shifting closer to 3 to 4 feet as we head into the day on Monday. Tides expected to be high at 10:15 in the morning, a low tide expected at 4:36 tomorrow afternoon, sunset at 8:29 tomorrow evening. Pollen report: weed and grass low levels and mold at high levels. And there's a look at your 5-day weather forecast. Best chance of showers for Sunday and Monday. Then again on Wednesday, temperatures slowly beginning to increase over the next 5 days. We start off into the lower 90s over the weekend, but as we move into the middle of next week, temperatures could be approaching the mid 90s. Add the humidity to that, it's going to feel very uncomfortable.